But the main horizontal trim, as I call it, is all done now. These were big boards and a tough project to get done, so anyway, they're done. So now today's project is putting the bottoms on these. They're going to go from here over to here. But before I can do anything with this one, we're going to put a new light out here. This is going to be for the cash register. It's going to go approximately here. So I have to install a box up here. So I'm going to have to put a box here to mount those two kind of in the back. So out of that junction box, I'm going to run electric over from over here back over to here, and this light will come on with the track lights. So I don't have to run any more switches or do any of that. Alright, I've cut in that junction box for the light over the register. Now I've got to get Romex connectors in there and get this electric hooked up and get this light fixture up. Now I got to get this box in. Okay. So now I've got to find screws that'll screw into here and mount that plate for the new light. All right, this light is up and ready to go. It's all hooked in. Everything's done here. This is going to get hooked over to our track lights, which is what I'm working on now. I need to hang up this track light on one of these. This little wire here hooks onto this ground strap. Now, one trick I've learned when putting up a lot of track lights and different things is that I can't hold them so. Alright, the first thing I'm hooking up here is my ground wire. Now I usually try to color code these as best I can. So I'm going to use a red on the black one and this cool for the ground. Okay, we've got our power and our common hooked up. And I tighten those up as hard as I can. Now, everything's hooked up. Ground, common, power. Just start that on a thread. I'm going to check these track lights, but they have a, I think you can see it here. These are pieces that are, you hook to the wall. Keeps them, you know, level and everything. So let's see what we got. Nice. And this one's on as well. And you can't see them from this side, which is kind of nice. So anyway, let's get those ends hooked up and get this job done. Alright, I got the one side mounted and I'm working on this side now. Now these anchors hold the ends of these lights stationary. The track lights are up and functional. Glad I'm working in here. I have cut this board for underneath. You can see that this wall is warped. It's not the boards, it's the wall actually. So I'm going to pin it here, and then I've got a big clamp and I'm going to start working this out as I go and screw as I go and get this all pinched together so it's exactly right. So let's do that. These pine boards are starting to dry out and I'm afraid they're going to crack if I try to just screw them in. So I'm going to drill all these on the bottom. Screw this up in, then I'll pull it into level. Because now the other side, being that it's already screwed in, is pulling this in true. So that's looking real good. So let's drill that. perfect number of screws. Right there. This is the deal with working alone. Sometimes it's a little crazy. All right, I've got my clamp installed. I've got this end down here pinned with 2 screws. I'm going to hit it here on this side because this side's perfect. And then I'm going to move my clamp back and push this side in here. That side's held. So let's move our clamp back. Alright, that's perfect there. So we'll run screws out to there. Stop there. Screw that. That thing was a dog to cut on the table saw. I actually ruined part of one board trying to get it. What I finally ended up doing was I ended up cutting it down to within 1 inch or 2 inches of what I needed for width, and then it ran through fine. So, all right, the dogs are here inspecting the job. So they do a good job, guys? The Mighty Tillerman and the Testernator. Are you guys here to check what I'm doing? Just in case you thought I forgot, I screwed these beams all in. They're all completely screwed in exactly where I want them. Right, Tess? I didn't forget, did I? The next piece we're gonna do is this vertical here. And Tiller and Tess are here to help, aren't you? You guys gonna help me? You guys, can you give me a hand? The last thing on the agenda for today was to put this upright in. But the next thing to do is to finish trimming all these verticals. So we'll see you then.